Hello and welcome. My name is Todd Hutchison, and in this session I want to talk about investigation plans. An investigation plan is simply a documented strategy as to how to undertake a specific investigation. These plans can vary greatly between the different types of investigations and the sector the investigator is involved, such as the very different needs to investigate a false insurance claim, say, to an investigation of an aircraft accident or an unfair workplace dismissal, and through to a homicide investigation. Generally, however, an investigation plan will need to set out the title and any job reference number that identifies the investigation. They would have to look at the type of investigation, its objectives, the background brief, the parties being investigated, any assumptions and constraints, who is involved in the investigation, what needs to be done, including the required outputs, the resources that may be required, what specific information and evidence that needs to be gathered, anything around the incident itself, the sources of that information or evidence, the likely cost of the investigation, and any allocated budget that may be required, including the timelines for completion. Of course, not in all cases can this be known, such as in a homicide case, but we can plan it in stages. A plan also needs to consider the investigation team themselves, and any real or perceived conflicts of interest in the individuals or the team as a whole. Any biases they may have that could impact their impartiality and their availability, of course, as well as their alignment to the competencies that is required. In addition, the investigation process must be designed to ensure procedural fairness and that it meets any compliance or regulatory requirements, particularly in the handling on sensitive information or evidence. The investigation plan may also have a number of appendixes that support appropriate processes. I like to have them, see them, that they might set out some questioning or some interviewing techniques, recording protocols, or even how we're going to manage records. In summary, the investigation plan forms a strategy for executing an investigation and will guide the investigations team's behaviour. It is an important tool to save time and other resources during the investigation process, as you'll be largely following the plan.